And we are back. When last we saw our heroes, time stood still. And a voice said to Flossie Cryer, "My dear, my dear, my dear, what is this magic you have been doing?"
Oh, just that timey-wimey stuff.
As you look around, you see a figure completely composed of wrinkles. A fine, wrinkled pinstripe suit, a friendly, open, but utterly covered in wrinkles face. And he says, "I'm Mr. Wrinkles. And
okay.
I have a grave responsibility to look after mages and the time stream itself, I suppose. Now, I don't suppose there is any way I could persuade you to cease this tomfoolery with time. Is this an effect that simply must happen?"
I mean,
no, I love it, dude. It's a simply ask yourself. Use this checklist I've invented. It would have to have an acronym name.
I was just trying to see, the past of this poor soul, so maybe we could help them. So, I mean,
not the worst use of magic I have heard, my dear, but in order for you to be speaking to me, there must be some kind of accumulation of anger from reality itself. I would ask nothing more but that you be more cautious in the future.
Noted. I will be more responsible with my time.
Roll
Very
better.
good. Very good, Miss Cryer. Remember, there are strange forces at work watching us all. And obeisance must be paid to them. I don't have to tell you that, do I?
No, because I don't even know how I'm here.
I don't even know who the fuck you are, man.
Yeah.
So
Well, now, Tabitha, I'll let you be about your business.
Okay.
And he's gone.
Wait, does he say Tabitha?
Yeah, who's Tabitha?
yeah.
No, the fourth wall just got broken.
That fourth wall, though.
As time returns,
This is some Kojima Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation
dude.
1 type of thing.
This is the La Li Lule Low.
Yeah. Do I have to switch my controller ports? Do I have to toggle my camera on and off?
No,
Like, what
you have to put your controller in the middle of the floor in front of you, and then it's going to go,
He's going to murder our characters.
Yeah.
now, as time returns, it does not. And instead, you are thrown backwards into the past and life of Rat Rat. You see him as a humble rat, and you get this
a single
sense
rat.
A single rat. You get a sense that no rat has perhaps ever been as happy as Rat Rat.
Oh.
He lives in a truly palatial
This is the section from, this is that part in Toy Story 2. This is like when Sarah McLachlan's singing, right?
Yeah. He's having the most wonderful time. He has the run of this enormous cage. And then every evening at around the same time, Toby comes home, takes off his bowler hat, hangs it on the hat stand, and lets Rat Rat out of his cage, at which point he can run freely.
What age is Toby?
Toby looks to be probably in his 30s.
Okay.
Oh, a bowler hat.
Very, very buttoned up type of chap.
Mm-hmm.
And he whispers to Rat Rat. He says, "Now there's a good rat, Rat Rat. Good, jolly good boy. Behaved very well while I was out." And then you see the worst thing that ever happened to Rat Rat, which is when he transformed and became something more. In the middle of the night, he became a monster, a terrifying 6-foot-tall creature of gnashing teeth and claws, and fled, fearing that he would hurt Toby. You then see the second most devastating thing that ever happened to Rat Rat.
Okay.
You see a dark face shrouded in a hood, cursing him and laughing.
This is very key, though, because if we can hear the words of this curse, this might actually be actionable stuff. If we can actually hear the moment of the curse, this is good tools for us.
Now you do
Say
see
it backwards and then
like masking it, like Ronnie James Dio.
Now you see runes that you might recognize as unfortunately, Tabitha, you don't. What's your occult? Let's take a look. Sorry, I should have said Flossie. I wasn't breaking the fourth into occult. You don't, I think, have quite enough occult knowledge to recognize these runes.
Okay.
But if the rune is just a little picture of a rat, I mean, I think we can get it. Like, you know
But
what I mean?
you do hear the words of the curse,
That's
which
perfect.
is, "You will stay here until you leave with someone who loves you." And I suspect that will be quite an issue for you, rat, vermin. And he laughs and turns and leaves.
What a fucking D.
Yeah. Guy's a dick, in my opinion, as a storyteller.
Total D. Listen, I can understand why you might not like wizards after an encounter like this. It's just trauma.
So, just for my own understanding,
Mhm.
at one point, was he a large rat that then got turned into a human?
He was
He got turned into a were-rat.
The understanding, and I'm sure Flossie is going to share this with you when she gets out.
Wakes up. Yeah.
He was a normal rat.
Mhm.
And then he was a gigantic, colossal rat creature that burst from his cage and fled.
Oh,
Okay.
but the wizard did not do that. It just
The
happened.
wizard did not do that.
No.
The wizard
it just
came later.
happened.
There was a period of time.
We all have it where
Yeah.
we become large rats.
There was a period of time elapsed before Rat was then cursed.
When he was cursed, that's when he turned into this humanoid?
Human, yeah.
So the curse, I don't know. I'm trying to explain it without explaining too much, but
Right.
he, you don't get the sense that the curse appeared to be to keep him in a location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no mention of turning him into a human or anything like that.
That could have
Yeah.
just happened anywhere in between.
Yeah.
So we got to find Toby.
Yeah, we got to get T-Dog up in this business.
And we
So,
must have
Flossie-
tanned him to his bottom.
Yeah.
Due to this,
Mhm.
you can now recognize Toby,
Because you've seen it.
Yeah.
which will help a lot in your investigation.
Is that all I see? Is that the end of my
That's
vision
all you see. Yeah,
journey
you
or whatever?
kind of come back to your vision, and in real time, probably about an hour has passed.
Okay.
So we're out there. and it's
You've
just
been
like,
seeing a lot of shit. You're all just sitting there watching Flossie get high.
yeah.
And
Ugo's just looking at the water get closer.
look at
and
Rat
closer
Rat.
to him.
Yeah.
It's gradually coming in.
The water is creeping in. And I just say, when I wake up, I'm kind of out of it still. And I say, "Jolly good boy." What?
Why did you say that? That is what Toby said. That's what Toby said to Rat.
Yeah. That's what he said. Yeah. So, okay, now I remember what I saw. And then I share everything I saw.
As you begin to talk, Rat cries as you recount the
Oh,
tale.
no, this is not
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
He
Like,
crawls into
I
the
take
corner.
his hand while I, just to kind of comfort him a little bit.
Relate this tale.
Yeah.
But he weeps and he says, "And Toby never came to find Rat because he hated Rat all along.
Oh,
So there is no
That's
one that loves Rat."
ludicrous. That's a
I don't think
stupid
he
thing to say,
like-
rat. But you have a rodent brain, so I guess we can't blame you for that one.
Yeah.
There's an upper bound on what's possible with.
Obviously,
I'm-
Toby
I'm
rude
loves
wizard.
you.
Don't be mean to
Nobody
Don't
loves
be mean to
Rat
Rat.
This isn't. These are statistical
Rat's
matters.
making a lot of assumptions here.
Well, I mean, just it's a rat. He's a rat. Like,
You know, you got
I
to get
know.
on his level.
yeah,
You
You
got to
gotta-
kneel down.
you gotta be empathetic.
Well, here, so if she can picture him,
Mm.
then I'm going to start going through these. I'm going to start going through these searches then, and I'm just going to show the pictures associated with each of these accounts and say, is this Toby?
So you find a LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, I was going to say, LinkedIn is exactly where I want to go because that's always got people's best picture on there, always right from the front.
Mm-hmm.
And you find a stockbroker called Tobias Chepstow.
Perfect.
Who lives relatively close by. And contact information.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, so it was like, okay, well, obviously this is going to be a very strange story. The only thing
Toby has his own website. You're actually able to look up his who is and get a phone number for him.
Oh, perfect. It's okay.
Flossie is a private investigator, so this is all child's play to her.
Yeah, I don't know why you think this would be difficult. We can just tell them that there's stocks down here or something.
Yeah, exactly. There's a bunch of stonks.
But getting him to leave with this creature that's clearly not what he reflects upon fondly is going to be difficult. We'll have to return rat to his rat form.
I don't know if I can do the complex life forms like that.
Well, here, this is the only
simple life.
This is the only a rat.
You can?
Rat can be many things.
So, be a rat.
Well, I say,
Toby
but rat
needs to be a rat. Rat could be a rat forever. Rat hates being human.
Well, then why
Smelly.
are you? Well, why are you? Then,
too many thumbs.
I
see. Yeah. Now this is obviously this is the first idea. Consider this a beta, an alpha, even an invite only alpha to this concept. I'm going to deploy it. Obviously, to you. You're the users in this case, and I want you to tell me what you think, and I'll onboard that input, and then we'll come up with a 2.0. So, what if we claimed to be individuals who operate a show that connects rat owners with previously lost rats?
How would we know that he lost a rat?
I can already see that there's serious issues with this. I say on second thought, I think that this is quite a porous plan and that it may not be appropriate for our purpose.
Well, you certainly have the ability now to contact Toby. All that there is to determine is your approach.
Yeah, what kind of a conversation are you going to have with this?
What if we take a photo of rat in his rat form?
Lost rat. But then how do we communicate that over?
I can go to the library and see if
now, Marjory, I have
turn him to his.
Obviously, I'm
form.
just brainstorming here. What if we were to create a LinkedIn profile for Rat? The profile picture is obviously of the rat form. Now, he contacts Toby via the messaging system and says, Toby, obviously, we used to. No, this isn't good either.
Well, what?
This is the best plan I've ever heard.
What if Rat initiates a connection?
In this form, this.
I'd like to imagine Flossie's already calling Toby.
Rat can be a rat.
I say,
be a rat.
I say, prove it.
Rat can't do it while you're watching.
I turn around.
I close my eyes.
As you open them, Rat is simply a very large rat.
Oh.
We're
gonna have to use some forced perspective here.
Yeah.
Like give us a
put a wash machine behind so it looked like I don't know. Like
I'm gonna go do
by the
research
toilet?
into where rats.
We're gonna
Okay.
put
Terrible.
So you want to go and research where rats?
While Flossie's making the call, I'm just gonna stamp upstairs and be like, "I hate talking to rats. Don't like talking to rats. I'm gonna find a freaking spell."
It is going to be
rat
intelligence plus academics, which academics not being necessarily your strong suit, I'm afraid. But you're going to get 2 bonus dice for the fact that you're doing it in this rather well-apportioned library.
Can I get an extra bonus dice by forcing Gilgood to help me? Be like, Gilgood, come here.
Yes.
Where's the rat section?
Yes, Miss Macallister.
Where's a section on curses and were creatures?
Curses, obviously, I labeled that under C, a moronic place, I'm sure you'll agree, but it was the best I could do. And where creatures I would put under W, mostly werewolves, but there are others, of course. Our collected knowledge of the order on such creatures is not complete. But may I ask what kind of circumstance you would be applying this knowledge, Miss Macallister?
A creature that can switch between a rat form and human at will.
Oh, rat.
Quite a bit
yes.
large. You knew of this situation?
I told you, there's a rat in the basement.
But that's not robust.
Do you know why he was cursed?
He was cursed? No, he won't talk to me. He thinks I'm after his magical toilet.
Gilgood.
Yeah.
It would be wonderful if you could retrieve the toilet, to be honest.
I
Would
want
be
to make
an
it very clear
enormous
to you
time saver.
here at this time.
I'm terribly sorry.
I'm going to let you know right now. You're not long for this world.
It's
Your presence
terribly kind of you to have noticed.
in
Miss
general is upsetting to me.
I apologize profusely for my presence
And
in
your
your life.
good nature is an abomination.
Rat?
And I will be doing everything to rectify it.
Of course, Miss Macallister. I'm sure you will dispatch me forthwith.
Your sire won't be able to save you from me.
Well, I should let you get back to your books, Miss Macallister. As I said, the W for were creatures. Rat. You would look for the ratkin. They call themselves, I believe.
Hugo's got some academics and he's a little motivated by someone in need. So he starts scanning the bookshelves while this conversation is happening.
Well, I'm abusing Gilgood.
So I would say in this circumstance, Hugo would probably be better at finding the right books, which is an intelligence plus academics roll. And Marjory would probably be better at interpreting them. Because whoever wrote these books, they're not super clear. These are all sort of dusty academic texts,
Teamwork. 1 success and 1 crit.
1 success and 1 crit. So that's 2 successes. Since Gilgood told you essentially where to look, you are able to find some information out about the ratkin.
Yeah, I don't even bother opening it. I just pull it off the shelf and hand it to.
Now, Marjory,
Marjory.
You would roll your intelligence plus occult to find and interpret the correct information.
It's underneath. Deep knowledge.
It's a deep lore, yeah.
Dropped my dice. So occult plus intelligence for me is 6 dice.
Yep.
3 successes.
3 successes, that's plenty. So you find out a decent amount about the ratkin. You find out their names. You're able to find out that they have 3 forms as far as the order is aware. A large, terrifying creature, a normal rat, and a humanoid form. There's some beliefs and speculation that there may be, in fact, 2 different breeds, ones that started as humans and ones that started as rats. They're known for being quite terrifying and cunning combatants, not to be trifled with. But you don't find out much else. There's some speculation as to whether silver would work against them, as it does werewolves.
So the classics.
But yeah,
But
so
it
that's.
can switch to a smaller form at will?
It's believed that they can switch at will. Yes, they've been observed to do so.
So this isn't the traditional lycanthropy sort of thing. The curse part of this is a type of creature.
Oh yeah, this is a type of creature. This is not a curse. It's believed that some creatures are simply born that way.
You need to talk to your boy, Gilgood, and see who would have been here in this robed, form to issue curses like this. And also, now I'm here. I'll just talk to him. He's here. And he's been cowed already with your threats of annihilation, and so hopefully I'll find him pliable.
Indeed. So how do you approach Gilgood?
I see Gilgood.
Yes, Dr. Voigt.
magic toilets?
Ah, yes, the node.
Go on.
It appears Rat's influence upon it has changed its appearance somewhat. It is the seat of the power of this chantry, the node through which one may draw quintessence. One of the reasons why my magic failed, of course, was losing control of the node to Rat, who attempted to stab me if I approached his magic toilet.
Okay, so it's actually
It
a
really
quintessence
should be-
node. This is the maybe the most important mystical conflux in 100 miles, maybe.
I sense that you're angry with me, and I understand.
No, you wouldn't be able to tell. Listen, here's what I need to know. Who, in a previous iteration of this chantry, would have adorned themselves in dark robes, gone into the basement, and then abused this creature?
I couldn't possibly say.
I would love to see your robes, for example. I would love to take a trip through memory lane through your sartorial choices.
Of course, you may see all of I have my ceremonial robes, of course, rarely used these days. Don't take part in very many rituals myself, but for formal occasions, I have a beautiful set, I might say, of green robes that I had specially tailored over 150 years ago.
Would Flossie have recognized the voice of the curse?
Like, I came upstairs.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like Gilgood. You would recognize the voice again.
Yeah.
Even though younger.
Would it possibly sound like a young Gilgood? Yeah.
Sounds. That's an interesting question. It didn't sound like a young voice. It sounded somewhat younger than Gilgood.
Yeah.
Who is, Gilgood is, to all appearances, in his 90s. He's in reality much older.
Absolutely.
This sounded more like someone in their 70s.
So who issued this curse?
What curse, Dr. Void? I
the
couldn't
curse-
possibly say. Rat was simply always Rat.
I say no.
He was
not,
here when we moved
not
in.
the. I'm not saying a curse generated something of a what you might call a mythic mesh around the organism. I'm not discussing that. I am saying who cursed Rat to stay in this basement.
I couldn't possibly say. I simply thought it was warm. And he had the presence of his magic toilet, which I assumed was a rather of a comfort to him.
Who was here before us or before you? Do you have a record of who's maintained this chantry prior to your coming here? Who did you inherit this building from?
That's a complicated question. Might I interest
Francesca.
anyone in lunch?
Sure.
Like everybody else is like God, and then
Of course,
Flossie's
Miss
like
Crab.
Wackety.
You of course need plenty. Perhaps I could interest someone in home-baked pizza. Yes, I'm rather an accomplished chef in my own way.
Flossie's definitely got the munchies. Like,
Yeah,
some power
guaranteed.
exerted previously.
I
A little tapped.
had to tell the past of the poor creature downstairs. Hungry.
Yeah, it sounds exhausting. So yes, lunch.
What an exhausting. Okay, so this I'll say, just for my own record keeping. Does this sound like evasion to anyone else?
Yes.
Yes.
I was going to follow him as he went to get lunch and touch him and find out his past.
I was going to follow
But
him.
I might
hit him
blow
over
up.
the head with something.
I mean, or we could do that.
I might just savagely beat this old man to amuse myself and others.
So you do get the sense
Gilgood's going to be gone one day, and you're not going to know how it happened. Just like,
No,
just let
I'll
you guys
know.
know.
I mean, get Gilgood off that Zimichi blood, and the problem solves itself. Watch him
It's
turn
one
into
step.
dust, like that
He's
episode of
saying,
Cowboy
like-
Bebop, where he's just like, mummified
Gilgood's-
instantly.
Gilgood spoke is way too long.
Yeah.
Time's
It's,
up.
It's long-ish.
Listen, there's no problem that isn't better approached on a nice full stomach, and it sounds like you're very close to solving the problem of rat, which is quite wonderful. None of the previous no.
What?
Continue.
None of the previous mages have made anywhere near as much progress. Don't mind me. I will create. Does anyone?
Yeah, Hugo locks the door in the library.
Does anyone need a gluten-free crust, perhaps?
Say.
Or
can I
particular
employ
toppings?
My leadership ability here?
Sure, maybe.
And just like, because what rank in the order of Hermes is Gilgood?
You don't know. He hasn't told you.
I think this whole thing is about Gilgood. I think Steve is even a red herring.
Yeah. Because I am a 4th degree.
A badass.
Yeah.
So you want to just ask him?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, what's your degree?
7th.
You?
I have. Well, I mean, I could be persuaded to. I have managed to master several spheres myself.
Wait, you know what? I'm actually a 7th degree too, I think. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm 6th.
I was jacked up on the biter juice.
I was quite a mage in my day, something of a rebel, perhaps not so great at climbing the ladder, but I have mastered the spheres of forces and life. Some degree of accomplishment in time, spirit, correspondence.
So you have some respect for our ways, I can see.
Yes.
So I'm a bit confused on how you have lost your way from the path so grotesquely as you have. My spells to prolong my life became less effective with time, and so I made a deal for vampire blood, which has had a cancerous effect upon my avatar and my ability to create magic. Sometimes I feel like one must choose. You should know better than that. You're quite right, Miss Macallister. Quite right indeed. I am guessing it is this presence of this poison in your body which is preventing you from disclosing who the other mages before us were and what happened to them. It was more a fear of, as Americans say, pissing you off. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to need you to just be out with it.
We're higher.
I would say the threshold has been crossed, and now we rest in that state.
There have been previous cabals assigned to this chantry with all of its problems before Mr. Steve moved in. I was assured that perhaps there would be no more due to what happened to them, which is that they disappeared. They were simply gone. One day they were here, one day they were not. The creatures, the dinosaur in the sunroom, rat, and the spider, they were always here. Even the raven has been around for a while, but the previous tenants of the chantry were not anywhere near as assertive in helping them, and then eventually they were gone, just vanished. And so I believed that the chantry was abandoned, and simply, as it is still my charge, I made the deal with Master Steve to allow the fraternity brothers to use it, believing they would be in less danger than the cabals.
So is it? I mean, this is pretty bizarre, right? Okay.
But I'm sure it won't happen to you, whatever it was.
This doesn't feel good.
Mm-mm.
You didn't like look for them, or like you didn't.
Of course.
Well, like under the couch.
How
Well, the
what do we
first
think about
cabal,
him?
We believed. Sorry.
How truthful do we think he's being currently?
You want to try?
Well, I'm just asking the group.
I mean, I don't have any reason. I mean, he hasn't said a whole lot that can be gainsaid right now. I mean, I don't. It might not be. Oh, I don't think it doesn't seem like it's some kind of a hostile lie yet. But he also hasn't answered much.
Yeah.
If I've lied, it has only been by omission. I did not wish to panic you. I perhaps hoped to reach the Council of Mystical Traditions and persuade them not to send another group.
So, like, the group left, but you were okay.
I was simply, well, I'm still here.
And how many groups have there been?
You would be the fourth.
How many of these groups?
And all of them disappeared?
Yes.
But you're okay.
Yeah, this motherfucker's right as rain.
I am beneath the notice of whatever it is that's causing this. Could perhaps be paradox indeed. The backlash of reality upon the mages. I did not interfere in their rituals or magics. It is such a thing is not unknown to happen to a cabal, but 3 times is
3 in a row. Come on, come
rather,
on,
Gilgood. What was the time period that the last group disappeared?
It was a little before I sublet the house to the fraternity.
What's the last week you saw them, or day? What's the last day you saw them?
I couldn't tell you, Miss Crow.
You're useless.
So let's just say that Hugo just has the lie detector going.
Sure. Do you want to just run that effect?
Yeah, I'll run that effect. He's got like some rosary beads in his hand. He's flicking through and just quietly mouthing prayers while this whole thing is going on. And if anything seems like it is false, he'll beep or he'll just chime in.
You should literally just say beep.
Go ahead and roll your insight plus a ret.
Okay.
You don't have any paradox dice. Since you're doing this at a distance, it is 1 extra, 1 paradox dice in the pool.
Just 1 crit dice on the normal.
Okay, so that's all the successes you need. Gilgood is telling you the truth to the best of his abilities.
Okay. I don't.
You don't even sense he's being evasive.
Yeah, but if he was evasive, then I would let everyone know.
Yeah.
This seems to be all he knows. He also, like, in talking to him about this, Hugo, especially an empathetic individual like yourself, you sense that he is destroyed by this. That this might be what happened to Gilgood, was simply the loss of these 3 cabals.
I mean, he was destroyed by the vampire blood, so.
But yeah,
that's also true.
He's like a tattered lace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I mean, this honestly, this is actually temporary. I mean, the other issue is that it might be possible to free this ratkin creature. We just sort of need a good hook, I guess, to get him over. He's not far away. I just don't understand how that's a very strange conversation to have with an adult.
Is there a way we can break the curse? Like
other than
just
that? Brute force it?
Yeah, like with our magic? I don't know.
We could blue pull the curse.
Oh, just add a little bit extra, put a little spin on it.
Watch this. Hugo, you love all creatures, do you not? Especially
yes.
innocents. Do you have love in your heart for this poor wretched creature?
I must say yes, I do.
You want to try?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've done stuff like this before in my work. It's like
being Hugo the way that he is, like he. I mean, are we making assumptions on the connection or bond between in a pet and its pet owner, or the pet owner and its pet.
But it sounds like from the vision, it sounds like it was
a mutual
good times.
relationship.
So, like, is it possible that Toby just might be cool with whatever's happened to Rat?
I mean, we don't know if Toby's a human or one of us or something else. We don't know. Or do I know? I couldn't tell that, right?
I mean, in the montage, you didn't see him do anything particularly weird.
I didn't see
He didn't
any kind
set his wand down and be like, well, that's enough magic for one
He didn't
day.
shapeshift.
No,
he just looked like someone in a bowler hat that loved his rat.
Yeah, he dresses a little archaically, but that's about it.
There's a bit more going on here, though. I mean, based off of this book, Rat is a ratkin. He can shift between these three forms at will. He's not aware of it, but he can. Living his life out as someone else's pet might be good for now, but eventually, I mean, rats have a lifespan of what, 3 to 5 years? This is a lot more complicated than just reuniting him with his owner. If we send him back there, especially if he can't control his transformations, this entire thing could happen again.
What if he kills Toby this time?
We don't know. The best thing to do would probably be
But is that our concern? What's our concern?
Like, we could literally just trick Tobias into seeing what he needs to see in order to get him out of the house.
Right. So what is our main mission and concern here? Is it to...
Well, we need to reclaim access to this mystical fountain of magical might.
Yes. Agreed.
And
yes.
Yeah, because we can't use it when he's literally on it. Right?
Yes.
Agreed.
I mean, I thought I submitted a couple pretty robust plans before. I mean, I don't know if you guys have warmed to either of those. Maybe
we could call and say you're missing a rat.
And we went to great lengths not to make a phone call, which is something that I definitely understand.
Yeah.
Like, I empathize a lot with that.
That's every person. I mean, look, I'd love to hear the type of conversation you generate to make this happen. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll call.
Just give him a little ring a ding. So we're over here just fucking around for an hour, and you got the number, and it's like, let's give this.
Well,
do you think we should, while she's calling it, do you think we should go explain to Rat that he's not a normal rat?
That probably would be a good thing.
Yeah, here, we can go down and do this. I mean, and obviously Hugo might be the good person to have like the gentle poetry about it, that he is a living creature, and as such is beautiful, and he's unique, and he's different from other creatures, but that doesn't mean that he's not deserving of love. And if we can make this happen, then that's positive, right? I mean, all that seems correct to me, but I think that Hugo might be the person to sort of help him understand some basics. It's possible he doesn't even understand what's happening.
Sure.
So what's Flossie's
let's
know why it's
quick
me,
dial.
Okay.
Because there's no like missing rat signs out.
No,
like,
I know.
How do we
Yeah, dude, if there was if people were putting missing rat signs up,
I mean, someone could, I don't know. Like,
so do you want to just call him and see what comes up?
I mean, just fire up Craigslist, see if there's a listing.
Yeah, I mean, it would be so easy, especially for Francesca. And we know that
do it, yeah.
What was his job?
He's a stockbroker.
Stockbroker.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna be connected all the time, watching these things. There's gonna be alerts set of various kinds. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be hard to get information in front of him.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you have multiple ways to do that. You could
if we wanted
message,
it, but
you could call him or text.
Yeah, the calling I think is interesting. I just don't know how you enunciate that. How you make the
Yeah,
case
like, hey, I heard you
that
were
we
missing
aren't
a
wizards
rat.
that found his ratkin in our basement. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, don't mention any of those things.
No,
Okay.
that
Can
would
we just
probably
do
be
a
safe.
cursory search for
Yeah.
a missing rat post
Yeah.
somewhere?
Can we look
Yeah.
on Craigslist?
Yeah,
or
using his name.
Facebook in
And-
your area kind of thing.
I'm gonna call this. Someone's gonna have to do an investigation roll.
I'll do it
Yep.
since I was a PI, right?
Yeah.
Like, all right. I guess I technically still am. I'm just 13.
Yeah, just a small
looking.
one. So give me your intelligence plus your investigation.
And just plain dice, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You're not doing any magic.
Yeah.
Magique.
I have 3 successes.
Okay.
4
that's
6. Oh,
enough.
sorry. 7. 3 7s, an 8, and a 0. So sorry. I had that 7.
So we have that was a roller coaster.
I know.
It really was. It was very.
I thought the 7s were a 1, but my room is dark anyway.
You find a lot of different Facebook postings. You find a lot of stuff on like the wall of the apartment building. Like, have you seen my beloved rat?
Oh.
You see,
like legitimately.
Legit.
with pictures of the rat posted. It seems like
Okay.
Toby took a lot of pictures of Rat.
We
They were
should
able to get
show
into
those
Toby's
to
Facebook
Rat
where
since he thinks
he
didn't
shows. Sorry.
I was saying because he like Rat. Well, okay, never mind.
I bet he's got an online shrine.
No, does Rat have his own Instagram?
Instagram.
account?
That's what I
Yeah,
was going to
Rat has
ask.
his own Instagram account.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, and then you
there's
go
also-
to ratratforever.com and it's like it's got the MIDI for some say love.
Oh my god.
You can even see like an anniversary of when the break-in where my beloved Rat was taken from
Oh,
me.
he thinks Rat was stolen.
No, dude, here, give him a call. This is
Yeah.
a done deal.
Okay.
Like
There's
we
I
there's an
call him
offer of $5,000
Whoa.
sounds
to
good.
return.
I
like,
need that
no
for
questions
my
asked.
fund.
We get $5,000 out of this.
Wait, we can
Mhm.
use that to repair the basement. I mean, they're going to have to bring in those desiccating
true.
machines
Yeah, they
for
will.
a full
They will.
week.
That's true.
Well,
That's 5G right there.
I call up Toby.
He answers and says, hello, Tobias Chepstow.
I'm taken aback for half a second. Like, whoa.
British man.
Hello, sir. I saw some posters and I feel like we might have found your rat.
You found Rat?
I believe so. They matched the description in the
But
picture.
how?
I don't know. We were just like hanging out in our house and
he's like-
this little rat was here and
And then I'm just mouthing. I'm like, and he's stuck in our basement.
yeah, and he's stuck in our basement and we need
Wait,
you to
till
like he won't come out. Like I think he might be afraid. Maybe if you come, he'll come out of
What?
hiding.
You found? How could you?
I don't
that it
know,
was
man.
my
I was just hanging out with these frat dudes and we noticed this rat in the basement and he won't come out.
Does he have the particular white markings behind his ears of Rat?
Yes.
From
Like
From
just like the
Instagram.
pictures. Mhm.
Very distinctive, yeah.
well, I don't
mean-
know what to say. I thought he was gone.
Well, I mean, he lives apparently.
Well, where
Behold.
can I must come round
I-
at once. Where
I rattle off the address.
I'll be right there. I'll leave work early.
Maybe bring his favorite toy or treat or something. Maybe
of
like
course, yes.
yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'll talk to you soon. Your parents will be there, I imagine.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh
Yeah.
Well, thank you, little girl. I mean, I suspect it's not really my rat, but I appreciate this very much.
Well, you never know. You never know. Magic's everywhere. It could happen.
And
The more
And
you
he
know.
all right, so he hangs up the phone. It takes him a little while to get there, but there is about an hour or so later. There's a knock at the door, and it's the same gentleman from your vision. He was
Right, no, Hugo-
tall and slim.
You got to create the mental environment for Rat.
Hmm.
To
Okay,
compre-
so
to
meanwhile-
shift, compress down.
Hugo
and
is
be
talking
ready.
to Rat.
Yeah, let's use some charisma and insight, or is it charisma and persuasion? Like
Charisma and persuasion, I think, would be better in this example because you have more dice in it. So how are you approaching Rat? And then we'll see what the difficulty is based on your approach.
I mean, I liked what Francesca had to say previously. That just soothing and getting Tim to remember the time in his cage on the fresh bedding, and
Rat was so happy,
and try and concentrate and think about that time.
Okay,
and see if that gets us anywhere.
So roll your charisma plus persuasion. I'm going to say that this is a difficulty of 2.
Okay, so that's 2 paradox dice, or just
that's regular dice. It's just you're just doing normal human shit. Yeah.
Okay, 2 successes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And what was a success again? It's
6 or more.
6 or more. Okay, got it. 4 successes.
Okay, perfect.
Wow.
As you talk to Rat, who's still kind of curled up in the corner of the room, he simply begins to shrink and change like an Animorphs cover. And before you know it, there's a little rat just treading water. And then treading water in a slightly more panicked way.
Get that scoop popping.
I'll grab him. I know.
Okay.
Hugo's kind of like, he's like,
I've already ruined my shoes. And I just
So Rat scurries eagerly into your
rat CPR maybe required.
He's a very big rat, and he does have he's a black rat who has the white markings behind his ears that you've seen on Instagram.
Should we clean him up a little since this is like his first time meeting Toby?
Just give him a quick dip in the toilet.
The toilet is pristine.
The quintessence.
No, this is a mystical. We're not going to run out.
You've never seen water this clear.
Let's in the magical font, in the node of magic, we should dip him.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe you're
right.
Maybe
I'm ready. I flush. I put him in the toilet and I flush and see if he comes out clean.
Flush Rat down the toilet.
No, hold him.
Science.
Flush,
yeah, I'm gonna hold him by his tail.
Okay.
Hugo is just like, no. We're okay. He's fine. Is
he clean?
From the stairs.
That's gonna be
clean.
Like a centrifuge
clean. Like as soon as he touches the waters of the magic toilet, he comes up and he's clean and pristine. It looks like he just found him in a pet shop.
Yeah, like he just stepped out of a salon. Like salon
He's panicking slightly since you've been dangling him by his tail in a toilet that you had every intention of
half
flushing.
Drowning him.
Yeah.
What, Hugo? What did you think was going to happen? It's just a magical toilet.
Wring him out.
like
a washcloth.
Swinging him around.
Yeah, I was shaking him to get the water out.
Flossie comes down and is like, I have good news. Toby is on their way. He's on his way.
We also have good news.
It's been like an hour and he's ready to bop.
Amazing. And got rat to rat.
Yeah. Okay. So
I made it rat. So
I made it sound like we couldn't get rat. So maybe we should put rat on the clean stairs, like right in front of the door. So when he opens it to the basement, rat's just like, I'm here.
Ready to bop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he might have to come down one step, like to get him out. I mean, this.
Here's a play. As soon as we can just say, like, as soon as Rat heard you come in through the door.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
He just came right up to us.
Yeah.
Like he could smell him.
Just hand him straight out, right?
So there is a knock, the heavy knock on the door.
I'll go answer it since I called, I guess.
Oh, hello, little girl. You must be the one I spoke to on the telephone.
That is correct. I am the person you spoke to.
You have rat?
In the basement. That's where they were.
Oh, well, would you show me through? Are your parents here? I should probably speak to them.
They're over there by the basement.
Oh, excellent. Well, thank you. And he comes in and he follows you through to the basement.
Okay. My name is Flossie, by the way.
Yeah. Toby. Tobias, whatever you prefer.
That's an interesting name, Tobias.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm from England, you know.
Oh yeah, I could never tell.
I've been here a little while. I'm starting to slightly lose my accent, I'm afraid to say. They all make fun of me when I go home. They say, you sound like a bloody Yank. And I have to agree.
Okay.
All right, dude. Whatever.
Yeah.
So the door to the basement opens.
Yeah, so he opens the door to the basement and looks down.
Mm.
And Rat, you almost would swear you see a tear in Rat's little eye. a tiny rat tear.
Rodent tear.
And he scampers up the steps and into Toby's outstretched hand. Toby's completely befuddled. And he says, I can't believe it. It's Rat.
I told you.
It's my Rat. I thought you
no
were
one
gone,
believes
my
no one believes a
boy.
kid.
No. And you said if we wouldn't have known if you hadn't been so judicious in leaving a trail about this creature online.
Well, I mean, thank you so much. You must tell me your banking information for the reward, of course.
Absolutely. And I just read it
First, we should leave this basement. It smells terrible here.
Of course, yes. It seems like there's rather a flooding problem. I know an excellent chap. I'll pass on his details too.
You know what? Instead of us giving
Is that a toilet?
giving you our bank information, how about you just call up this friend of yours and
Oh yes, of
offer
course.
to
And
cover.
I'll pay. Yes, that's a perfect idea.
It's
Quite wonderful.
Rat who's done all this.
And that way, of course, it's not taxable income.
There we go.
So he leaves. He walks out of the basement.
All right.
And
with the rat.
he turns back to you and says, "It's most wonderful that you." Oh, wasn't that a toilet?
Yeah, because I'm casting a look down myself. What does it look like now?
It's a fountain.
Yeah.
That's just, you never know with flooding. Damage can happen just like that. It's probably just washed the toilet away. I don't know. Like
Probably the fumes. It's so musty down there. Clearly.
Oh, of course. I was
senses.
like, why would there be a toilet in the middle of the room?
In the middle of the
that doesn't
room.
make any sense.
It's a weird
Makes a lot
thing.
more sense.
It's a weird thing to see, and it's an even weirder thing for you to have said.
Now,
I try not to judge, but
Yeah.
he puts
Can't help
Rat on
myself.
his shoulder.
Yeah. Perched.
And he says, "Thank you so much. I'll be in touch about the basement. Thank you so much. This means so much
before
to
you
me."
go, once in a while, you may find yourself
Yes.
maybe give Rat a slightly larger enclosure.
Oh, of course. I'd be the largest one that they have. I'm so delighted to have him back in my life.
Maybe leave the door open, or
Terrarium.
another accident
Terrarium,
may happen.
Maybe he
He's
could have his
a
own
growing
room.
boy.
Honestly, he's so
Gross.
well behaved. He'll have the run of the place. He's the most intelligent rat I've ever known.
I haven't it out myself.
Well, good evening. It was. Thank you so much again.
Bye. Like push him out the door.
Push him out the door.
We just gave that man a were-rat.
Yeah.
You know what?
Ratkin.
A were
Our
rat
concern
that
was
loves
to
him.
save our
That's
font
right.
fountain. We took care of business. None of our business. The
And
other
we're
stuff.
basement fixed for free.
Yeah.
Yes. Boom.
Yeah. It's the barter economy.
And Gilgood comes down and says, "It's the node. You fixed it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
marvelous.
Yes. Yes,
This
we
is-
did.
I get the feeling that things will be different this time."
I say,
No
well,
thanks
here,
to you.
I say, well, yeah, in 15 minutes, basically all the tasks are going to be complete. I just walk right over to the door in the kitchen and say,
Mhm.
the last one was quite straightforward. I suspect it's going to be very similar this time. And I just grab the door, twist the handle, open it up, and walk inside.
Into the sunroom?
Yes.
Well, the sunroom's boarded up.
Oh, you can't actually.
No, it's you can't get into that room.
Oh, okay, perfect. And the frat boys are over in the U district, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I attune the manipular frame
Absolutely.
for magnetism. I just pull out every nail at once.
Okay,
Nice.
let's do it. So that is a vulgar effect. I'm going to call that manipulate forces because you're transforming the forces in the what is it? Transmute minor forces, which is
This is
a tough game. I'm going to say manipulate forces. You're just pulling these straight out magnetically. So that is a difficulty of 3 because it's a vulgar effect. Thankfully, there's no sleeper witnesses nearby.
Right.
So give me your technology plus a ret.
Can do. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And
5, 6,
what did we say for paradox? So you're happening at a range. It's pretty simple in terms of its effect. So just the 1 paradox dice should be 2 paradox dice because it's a vulgar effect.
Can do. That actually helps a lot because that's the number of dice like that I have.
Excellent.
Success, and success, but no crits on Paradise. On Paradise, take me down to Paradox City. I guess is the anthem. No.
So the nails shoot out and into the manipular frame,
right,
onto its attached magnet.
Yeah, exactly.
And the boards immediately fall to the ground. And do you step forward?
Yeah, absolutely.
As you step forward into the complete pitch blackness of the sunroom, we end our game for the day.
I just wanted to give you the transition.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, which is good because I was panicking. I was like, "Well, shit, how am I going to get out of it this time?"
No, I looked at what time it was.
Yeah,
I got you, Patrick.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So
very heartwarming content.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys have going on the good path so far.
Hearts were warm.
I'm so worried because at some point, this man who thinks he's adopted a rat is going to end up with a man.
It's not our problem.
Yeah.
Not our problem.
Yeah, that's not our department, Marjory.
Our problem is there was some shit in the basement we need to get rid of. It's gone. Problem solved.
Listen, we got into Westfall. I got a list full of quests. They're all orange. Let's get them.
Look, Marjory, you just have to have faith.
Jasmine, that's what we call a season 2 problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Later. The ramifications, right? I mean, that's...
So, as always, we do our MVP award, which in this case is Magic versus Patrick.
That's right.
The person who nearly derailed the plot using magic. This week, it goes to Jasmine Bhullar for parting the sea in front of Rat and nearly causing him to flip out.
But I had
at which point
to
it would have
give
become
Hugo,
a combat scene.
I had to give Kiko an entrance.
So that Hugo didn't have to get his feet wet.
And he's all like,
Well, all I could think about was like, well, how long is this going to last? Because he's just going to walk out and then it's going to go sploosh on him. So
no.
It's about the end. It's about the confidence.
No, dude.
No one's saying it wasn't worth it.
Right. It was totally worth it.
It's killer.
I would like to actually give a reward to Patrick for this session because if I heard correctly, you described the magic toilet as the seat of power in the house.
Thank you.
Bravo.
I'll go magic myself. And I'm going to ask you now, in your guise of Hugo Pérez, to give me a ring of truth effect. I need you to tell me if the following statement is true. Is Jasmine, that bronze girl Bhullar, the undisputed queen of Twitch.tv?
Hold on.
Yeah, well, here, it's a roll. So it's like 3 dice.
Oh, no, I don't need a roll for this. That statement is, in fact, true.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Excellent. And can Tabby Cat be found streaming 3 times a week for Child's Play charity?
True.
Also correct.
And are you indeed, Kiko Villaseñor, the creative director at Penny Arcade?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, and is Jerry Holkins himself, as he stands before us, the undisputed DM Daddy? Our father who art in Redmond.
Absolutely.
Well, it sounds like all my notes were correct. So before I can before I can follow this up with an inevitable failure, I will say goodbye to our audience, and we'll see you next week for the final episode. Hubris!
Hubris!
Hubris!